Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online, the SLOTRO 2 edition. This is Gnomadan here. Say hello to everyone, Gnomadan. And let's get your name up above your head. There we go. We left off here in Archet, well, outside of Coombe, actually, at the Chetwood loggers camp, and I'll log in to find out the Yule Festival is going on. We've got a encore to the Yule Festival. Let's go ahead and finish that now. We've got our map to Winterhome there. Went on the forums to find out why. You know, we had already had winter, obviously had the Yule Fest back during December. And then we had the encore to it in late July, early February. So why are we having it again here in late April? Well, it's hard to say. Everybody's either like, because we've still got wintry weather going on along a good part of the country here, or perhaps it's because of the Game of Thrones and its series finale that is going on as well. All that they've said on the message boards, as far as the developers and the community representatives, is because of multiple requests, we've brought Yule Festival back because of popular demand. And it's okay with me. It is my favorite festival of all the different festivals that we have, but it is kind of confusing why exactly it's going on right now. I tend to assume that it's mostly because of the whole Game of Thrones thing myself. Maybe to pay tribute to yet another wonderful literary series there. But none of that, all of that is neither here nor there. None of that is concerned with what we're going to be on today. We are headed to the Shire today.
How can I be of service?
Let's see, we're going to get a swift travel to Michael Delving. We are headed to the Shire, and at the urging of Trotter, who gave me the heads up about it a while ago, and I was planning on following it up, and one thing led to another, especially the long delays in between, and forgot. So this time I'm going to go here, but so I don't forget, and we are going to see if we can start the Bingo Boffin quest. I believe Bingo is right across from should be right along in here, right across from the Stable Master, which we're going to grab because we have not been to the Shire
A lovely day, isn't it?
on Gnomadan before. So let's grab that. Let's grab the festival announcer.
How do you do?
So when we come back, we'll be ready to go to Winterhome. And then we need to check on old Bingo Boffin. Now, I thought he would be found right along in here. Thought this is where he was found. So we are going to take a look and see. Always thought he was parked right along in there. Let me look around for him right quick. See if I can find old Bingo. And we are going to get started on that quest line. So as soon as I can locate where he is now, I will be back with you. So I'll see you again in just a moment here. Alright, we've found old Bingo. I don't know who I always thought I was standing over yonder. I think maybe it's there's another guy, another quest guy that wanders all around Middle-earth. It's him and his horse, or him and his donkey, and I've seen him in Moria. I've seen him in Evendem. I think that may be who I'm thinking of, who appears over there. But we have found Bingo. He is right here. This is the town hall. The bird and baby is right over yonder. And just up from the town hall here, along the road to Needlehole, you've got this little community over here on the right, consisting of Poppy Bracegirdle, Bingo's neighbor, Right up here, Myrtle Boggs, the nosy neighbor. Merrimack Fairnband, Bingo's other neighbor. And right over here is Bingo himself. Hello, Bingo. I've heard so much about you. He's a lonely homebody. Why don't we go ahead and talk to him?
A pleasant day to you, friend.
The Call to Adventure, quest level 8. Alright, it is still a light blue, so we are still appropriate to get it. Fantastic. A pleasant day to you, friend. If you have a moment or two to spare, do you think I might trouble you for a spell? It's, reminding me an awful lot of... Oh, the character, his general demeanor, the smile, the blonde hair, his just smarmy voice. Oh, who was the character in the Harry Potter series, the second book? Oh, started with a G, you know, he was played... Oh, geez, I'm going to have to throw it across here. I'm so embarrassed I can't remember the actor's name right now. I can see his face. I can see his face. He was the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, for the second year there. He was the one that he was a fake, and he was very good at charm spells, and he had charmed people into telling them his story and then erasing their memories so that he could claim to have done all those things. Just I'm not saying that's what Bingo is, but he's just kind of reminding him with that grin and that smarmy voice. A pleasant day to you, friend. If you have a moment or two to spare, do you think I might trouble you for a... Lockhart, that was his name. Might trouble you for a spell? My name is Bingo of the Delving Field Boffins, and it is so rare for me to see new folk on the path that runs by my hole. It is a pleasure to meet you. I have been feeling a mite lonely these days, you see, and could use a festive occasion on the horizon to put a spring in my step and to occupy my thoughts. Perhaps a dinner party would do the trick. Yes, that sounds capital. I will invite my neighbors, and you as well, of course. Could you run down to the Michael Delving Market and assess some of the produce on display? Tell me what looks particularly delicious, and that may give me the spark of inspiration for a course or 3 to serve at my party. The market is to the southeast of my hobbit hole. So assess the food at the market, and we will get Bingo badges. Bert Bottleby accepts these badges in trade for a number of fine items he has collected in his travels. Alright, let's go ahead and accept it. And we need to head to the market down here. Just past the town hall and past the memorial gardens, which let's drop by and visit Nimrod right quick, shall we? Firefoot, Evernight, Estelle, Garaine. Where's Nimrodale? So many beautiful names on here that you said Landreval, Gladden, and Ladris. Amazing that they weren't able to keep these up. Such a shame. There we go. The Bounder's Bounty for Nimrodale. Go ahead and look at it. There you go. The First Worlds. Top players. And there they are there. Give them their run for the money there. Give them their well-deserved due. Okay, nightfall is coming. The lanterns have been lit. We will say goodbye to Nimrodale once again, our memories of Nimrodale, and head on down here to the marketplace. Let's see what we can find. Hugo Broadbelt's Pie. Hello, Hugo. You got anything to say to us? Keep wanting to use H to hail him. The pie smells freshly baked and looks to be hot and delicious. Let's go ahead and assess it. Are you thinking of stealing my pie like a scoundrel? The pie smells wonderful, but it belongs to Hugo. No, not at all, sir. You keep your pie. I am definitely not a scoundrel. Not this late in the day, anyway. I'm a scoundrel only between the hours of 8 and 5 on weekdays, and never on the weekends or during lunch. tub of taters. This tub is full of tasty-looking taters. The taters would be a very fine boiled, mashed, or stewed. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stew 'em in a pot. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stew 'em in a pot. Crates of apples. These apples look most delicious. The apples nearly ripe, firm, and delicious. Indeed. What about the crates of veggies? Oop. Looks like more apples. Here we go. What we got there? We got some leeks. And it looks like string beans. Many fine greens on display. The selection of greens on display looks most tasty. Let's return to Bingo, give him our report. We certainly will. Thank you again for the reminder. I'm glad we got this started. I always love the new little bits and pieces that have been added. Keep these places fresh and all, and I've never noticed this little community over here. Never once noticed that little that little basically subdivision had been built over here to the side of the path that leads to Needlehole, because it didn't used to be there. They used to not be here. I guess it was created for the whole bingo stuff whenever bingo came in. Nice to see it. Nice to see it. Unless I'm having the reverse Mandela effect and it's always been here and I just don't remember it. But I don't remember it being here.
Did any of the food capture your fancy?
Well, did any of the food at the market capture your fancy, Gnomadan? Bingo listens to your report that everything looked delicious. That is both a wonderful thing and a pity, because it makes it very difficult to decide what to serve at my party. I need more than just an account of the ingredients, I suppose. I need a cookbook. There's a library in the Great Smiles at Tookborough. Would you mind terribly a quick trip to the library to check out a cookbook on my behalf? Perhaps leafing through such a book will give me a good idea of what to serve. Travel to the library in the Great Smiles in Tookborough and speak to the librarian there. We certainly will. All right, we've been to the library before. We've been to Tookborough before, so we are going to travel on over there. Never on Gnomadan, but y'all have seen it before on Gnarlo, and y'all probably also seen it before on Gnarlo. God knows we've been in the Shire a lot. It is one of my favorite locations in the game. So we will see y'all when we arrive over there and when we get talking to the librarian. We are making our way through Tookborough here, about to get to the Great Smiles up there. We will pop right inside. All the banners and flags and everything now, I tell ya. It's a different Shire than it was back in my day. We will go on in and go find the librarian. Hopefully, the librarian is not absolutely scared to death of his own shadow and squirrels right at the moment. Yeah, we're not doing Ghost of the Own Took. Speak to the librarian there. Well, I thought you were the librarian. Let's go on into the library and see if there's somebody in there we need to talk to. There we go. Guess you're the actual librarian then, are you? Any squirrels about? No? Okay. Donamira.
Yes? Can I help you find something in particular?
Yes, can I help you find something in particular? You tell Donamira that you're looking for a cookbook suitable for preparing fine meals for dinner parties, and her face lights up. Very good, very good. There's no day that cannot be brightened with a tasty meal shared by friends. Any of the fine cookbooks on the shelf behind me will suffice, I warrant. Check out one of the fine cookbooks behind Donamira Took. Okay. Fine cookbook will surely contain many recipes bound to inspire his culinary imagination. Apparently they're all the same. Yep, let's try that one. Donamira smiles and writes down your name on a piece of parchment. So now let's bring it to Bingo outside of his hobbit hole. We shall do that now. Psst, It's a squirrel. And I will see y'all whenever we get back over to Michael Delving. Back in Michael Delving, passing the town hall. Going out the north path here, and gonna go over here and talk to Bingo. Bring him the cookbook, and see if that's gonna be sufficient to get his little dinner party off the ground. Though it's getting a little bit late for a dinner party here, Bingo.
This looks like just the thing. Wait, what's this?
This looks like just the thing, Gnomadan. Thank you. Bingo takes the cookbook from you and begins to leaf through it when a folded parchment falls out from between the pages. The curious hobbit picks it up and unfolds it. What's this? Why, it's a map. Someone left a map in this cookbook, Gnomadan. Barrow Downs, Weather Hills, Stone Troll's Glade. Look at these little pictures, my friend. Do you think these are real places? Bah! I cannot let my mind wander to these places. I have a party to plan. Bring this map to the Matham House, Gnomadan. I do not need it, and I do not want it. That's why you're so lonely in a homebody, my friend. Bring the map to Keeper Brumbard Foxtail at the Matham House. Collected the map of Eriador. That we certainly did. Let's see, will that be here? Map listed there, it is indeed. This hand-drawn map contains many small pictures of interesting locations throughout Eriador, and seems to have been painstakingly crafted. How nice. I wonder who could have left it there. Do you think it's a product of old Bilbo trying to leave some clues behind for some of his Took relations and get them to ignite the little spark of adventurism and have them go and travel across the sea and visit the elves? Think that could be it? Who knows? It's a good guess, though. It's a nice idea, isn't it? Let's go on up the hill. Let's talk to Brumbard here. And then I'm thinking that we have been doing this about 20 minutes or so. Let's see. Keeper Brumbard Foxtail. Call to adventure.
Hello there.
You have an unloved and unwanted object with no place else to go, but cannot bear to throw it away? Hand it over, and I will make sure it joins the other Mathams of its type in my keeping. Brumbard extends his hand to receive the map, but then something catches his eye and he pauses. Perhaps I spoke too hastily. It appears there's a claimant for this Matham after all, and he's run here at great speed to recover it. Talk to Bingo on the road that climbs the hill to the Matham House. Bingo has run up the hill behind you and looks exhausted. Did it spark your thrill for adventure, Mr. Bingo?
I changed my mind.
I changed my mind, Gnomadan. I changed my mind. I do not want that map to gather dust inside the Matham House. I want to learn more about the places it depicts. I want to wander the Weather Hills, walking stick in hand. I want to cross the last bridge and see what lies beyond. I want to see Rivendell. Are there really elves there? I will keep the map, Gnomadan, and I will use it to chart my adventure. Let us return to my hobbit hole and make some plans, my inspiring friend. Talk to Bingo looks at the map and looks at it eagerly.
I will keep the map and use it to chart my adventure.
Indeed you shall. Let's go talk to you outside of your hobbit hole. And then I think we will have to call that a night. Let's see here. Let's turn my lantern on. It has gotten a little dark in some of these little pathways. Fortunately, being in the Shire and not underneath the eaves of Mirkwood or the eaves of Fangorn, it's not quite as dark as it could be. They like to keep this place lit up quite a bit. Hobbits are lit, no matter what else you can say about them.
An adventure will be just the thing, but I will need your help.
Ah, it would take me some time to recover from that exercise. I have never run so quickly in all my days, Gnomadan, and yet I am more excited than ever before. An adventure! It will be just the thing. But it will take some preparations to be sure. I would need your help to get ready for this journey. Look for Bert Bartleby near the Michael Delving stables to exchange bingo badges for rewards. Next week, training for the journey, recommended level 9. Well, of course, we are deep into the adventures of Mr. Bingo here.
I need
As
to
you
train
see.
for the adventure if I am to have success.
It's been going on for some long time, so we're not going to have to wait a week to finish it up, although we shall, or to start the next one, I mean, but we shall. So, next time, we will travel over there to see Mr. Bart? Is that the guy? I think so. I think maybe that's who I'm thinking of, perhaps. Maybe he's the one, but I still think it was the guy and his horse. Anyway, thank y'all for coming along. I do appreciate it. I hope y'all have enjoyed it, and I thank you for the reminder to get started on this. Gnomadan thanks you as well, and we will see y'all next time. Thanks for coming along, and bye-bye.